Hi, first grade readers. We have a new story today called Best New Friends. This is a fun story about what happens when old friends leave us and new friends come. In order to get ourselves ready to read the story, we can be smart readers and we can help ourselves. First thing we can do is think about that title, Best New Friends. And we can look through the pictures before we work on the words and think about what could happen in this story and the words that might tell this story. So let's help ourselves as readers be smart and let's take a look through this together. I'll show you a few things that might be a bit tricky for you to help it make the reading easier, and then it'll be your job to read. And when you get ready to read, remember that as I show you the pages, you're going to pause the recording so that you can read at your own pace. And then when you're ready to read the next pages, you can hit play again. Let's take a look through this story, Best New Friends. Here's the cover, and we see two boys, and they are good friends. And we're going to think in this story, what can happen when a friend moves away. This story starts with two friends, Brian and Paul, and they played together and they were best friends. But Paul is going to move away. And here is the day that Paul told Brian that his family is moving. And you see that for sale sign in the yard, don't you? Are you looking at the pictures? Are you thinking about how each boy might be feeling? We can see here that Brian is talking to his dad about Paul moving. And Brian looks worried. And his dad's trying to help him. But Brian still felt sad about his friend moving, didn't he? I bet you would feel sad if your best friend moved. And here's the day when they're moving. And poor Brian, he's watching Paul's family move. The van, loading all of their stuff. And then here he is. Brian and Paul are saying goodbye. And now the moving van is going away. And Paul's not there anymore. Until one day, there's another moving van, and it looks like someone is coming. Who does it look like might have moved into that new house? That's right. Do you think maybe these could be new friends for Brian? Ooh. What do you think Brian might do with that baseball? Do you think maybe he'll ask them to play? Probably. Now, we've got an idea about what's going to happen in this story. Let's take a look at how the author tells this story. We want to go to this page and think about a word that is on this page. On this page, on page 7, when Brian and Dad are talking about Paul moving, Dad tells Brian that he can send Paul letters or call him on the phone. Now we want to take a look at the word phone. It sounds like it might start with a f, yep, maybe an F, but guess what? That's not how the word phone looks. There are two words that can work together to say yep, PH, phone. That's just the way that word looks. That sentence goes, you can call him on the phone. Now your brain is ready for that when we read it. On this page, Brian's by himself and he's doing some thinking. And the word is thought. Can you say that? Say it smooth. Thought. It's a big word. Look on that page and see if you can find the word thought. And look at all of those parts. Thought. You bet. It is right there. Thought. Take a look at that. He thought, who will play ball with me? Poor Brian. One more word we want to look at is on this page. And the word is sure. Sure. Let me show you that word. It looks a little funny. We would expect two letters to be making that sh sound. It doesn't in this word. Sure. That's what the word sure looks like. And Brian is asking, are you sure? Because Paul is giving him his baseball. And Brian says, are you sure? Said Brian. Sounds like a good friend giving him his baseball. Now, when you get ready to read this story, I want you to do good thinking. And when you're reading, if something doesn't look right, or if it doesn't make sense, you need to go back as a first grader and do more work and try something else. You can stop, you can think about it, you can look at the picture, and you can say, what else can I try here? And you might have to try 2 or 3 things. Then go back and put it all together to make sure it makes sense, like we did here. Are you sure? Said Brian. You can do that when you're reading this book or any other book. Good work, first grade. You're ready to think and you're ready to read. Now, I'm going to go back and show you from the beginning of this story. You're going to read, and remember, when you get to a new page, you're going to pause so you can read and not be rushed. Do the work you need to do. Best new friends. Pause and read. Pause and read. Are you thinking about the story? Are you checking the pictures? Good. Now pause and read. Pause and read. Did you have to do any fixing there? Good thinking. Pause and read. It would be sad to say goodbye, wouldn't it? Keep doing that good thinking. Pause and read. I'm feeling pretty sad for Brian. Let's pause and read. Pause and read. It's kind of cool how that story ended. Brian made some new best friends. Not just 1, 2, right? That's pretty cool. Now, You can be doing some writing about that too. I want you to think about this for a moment, and I want you to write a couple of sentences about what might happen when Brian asks the new boys to play. Our story doesn't say that part. You can make it be what you want it to be. Think about that and write a couple of sentences about what could happen now that Brian has asked the new boys to play. When you're done with your writing, you can take a picture of it and have mom send it to me in Dojo so that I can see your good writing. When you're done with your writing, I want you to look through your words and I want you to see if there's any words that quite don't look right. And if there are, I want you to try writing them a different way because that's what first grade readers and writers do. They try it one way. If it doesn't look quite right, your job to try it again, a different way. Think about it. It could be one of the words you read in your story. Good job, first grade. Have a good day.